also he was seeing some bad omens. So he decided to take advantage of one very auspicious astrological constellation known as Pushya. So what we are about to see is the dramatic events around the planned coronation of Sri Rama. Shri Sita Ram Lakshman ki Jai.
Look, the city of Ayodhya is so nicely decorated, and the streets are crowded with citizens in jubilant mood. I'm surprised. What is going on? Why is there such a celebration?
Have you not heard? Maharaj Dasarath has decided to install Ram as a king tomorrow.
Ram? Why Ram? No! Get up! Get up, you fool! Can you see what is going to happen? Are you so deluded by your husband's sweet words that you cannot see what is happening before your eyes?
Oh, Mother, I don't understand. What is the problem?
Isn't it remarkable that at the same time when Dasharat is going to install Rama on the throne, he has sent Bharat away? He will make his ruling, and so will you, and I. Please, act quickly to save your son and yourself before it is too late.
Mother, what are you saying? Oh, Ram will be installed on the throne as a king. I am so happy to hear this news. Oh, as a reward, please take these pearls. Or indeed, you may ask me for anything you like. Please take them.
I'm sure. How can you express joy with such a disaster? You may think you are favorite queen of Dasharat, but actually, it is Kaushalya he favors the most. If Ram becomes king, you will be forced to act as Kaushalya's maidservant, and Bharat will become Ram's slave.
Maybe you are right. It is my son Bharat who should be installed on the throne, and Ram should be banned to the forest. But how can this be arranged?
But listen, do you remember a long time ago when you saved your wounded husband from the battlefield? He was so grateful to you, and he offered you two benedictions. Now is the time to use them. With one, you ask Bharata to be installed on the throne. And with the second, Ram to be banished to the forest for 14 years, so that Bharat has enough time to establish his popularity with the citizens. Just go to the crying chamber, put on dirty clothes, and lie on the floor. When Maharaj Dasharat comes to see you in such a condition, he will do everything to pacify you. Do not accept any other, just fulfillment of these two benedictions.
Oh, Mantara, thank you very much. You are very wise, and you are indeed my friend. I will follow your advice to the letter.
Just go do that.
My dear Queen, what is troubling you? Please let me dispel your sorrow as the sun evaporates the morning mist.
I will tell you, but first you must assure me that you will fulfill my desire immediately.
You know that I will accomplish it without fail.
Do you remember once you have been wounded by the demons and you were lying on the battlefield? Then you offered me 2 benedictions. That time I did not know what to ask you for, but now I know. First is, let my son Bharat be installed on the throne. And second, let Ram be banned to the forest for 14 years.
Am I dreaming? Is this reality? Yes. No. You vicious woman! What offense has Rama ever committed to you? He loves you more than as much as his own mother. Everyone loves Ram more than their own life. And I cannot live without him. Please give up your heinous plan. If you insist, I will enthrone Bharat on the throne, but please don't ask me to ban Ram to the forest. Have pity on me. I cannot live without Ram. Oh, Ram.
If you fail to keep your promise, I will stain the reputation of your whole dynasty. And this day I will take poison and die.
Do you think that Bharata will take a kingdom without Ram? Never! Be happy to rule a kingdom alone after you have rid yourself of all relatives. But don't expect me to take part in this. I will never banish Ram to the forest. Never! Please take back everything you have said. I shall never grant your demands. You might cry as much as you like, and you might take poison and die, but I will never banish Ram to the forest. Oh, may this night never end. I cannot bear to tell Ram this. Oh, Sumantra, you are cutting my heart to pieces.
The king has not slept the whole night because being old.
Why is not my father happy to see me? Have I done something to offend him?
No. Father has something to tell you, but he fears that he may offend you by doing that. Once your father has offered me 2 benedictions, and now you must convince your father to fulfill them. You must protect his virtue.
Do not doubt that I'll carry out my father's orders, even if it meant entering fire. This is my promise.
These two benedictions are that my son Bharat be installed on the throne, and you shall be bound to the forest of Dandakaranya and bear just 3 bark and a deer skin.
My dear mother, then I shall immediately retire to the forest. Just send messengers for Bharat, that he can be installed as king. I do not mind.
How horrible! How painful! Oh, Ram.
I don't want to live in this world as a slave of greed and passion and give up Dharma just to gain a kingdom. It is true that righteousness must be protected, but why didn't you ask me directly? There is no need to give him pain.
Oh, Rama, our father has become weak because of lust. He's just a plaything in the hands of wicked Taipei. A king who cannot distinguish between right and wrong must be rejected. I'm ready to annihilate all opposition to install you.
Brother, I cannot disobey my father's orders. We should not be a slave of anger. Therefore, please give me the blessings to depart.
Dear Ram, what is the matter?
My father has ordered me to leave the kingdom and live in the forest for 14 years, while Bharata will be installed as king. I don't have any choice but to obey my father's order. I came now just to see you before I depart.
My dear Ram, a wife has no other refuge than her husband. So please, allow me to follow you. I shall always walk behind you, and I shall eat only after you have eaten. I shall never complain, but I'll be happy at living in the forest, gazing at hills, lakes, and rivers.
It's very uncomfortable to live in the forest. No soft beds, wild animals, and only fruits and roots to eat. You should not go.
If you do not allow me to go, then I shall give up my life.
Sita!
An astrologer predicted that I would have to spend part of my life in the forest. Therefore, it is my destiny to follow you. Please, let me go with you. You must take me with you.
My dear Sita, how could I leave you here, knowing you to be so unhappy? So, go now and give away everything you have valuable in charity to the Brahmanas.
Oh, Ram, please, let me also come with you.
No, brother. You should stay here and protect our mothers by not being mistreated by Kaikei.
And surely our brother Bharata will take care of this. Please, let me come and assist you in forest.
So be it. Go, take leave of your mother, and bring with you 2 mighty bows and quivers. My dear father, I came to bid you farewell. Please, give me permission to depart with Sita and Lakshman.
Ram, please take over the kingdom by force. Nobody can stop you.
But I don't have any interest in ruling the kingdom, father.
So be it. I give you my blessings to depart.
You wicked woman! By banishing Ram to the forest, you have in effect become the murderer of your own husband. But you will reap the fruits of your evil deeds. When Ram goes to the forest, all the Brahmanas in the entire kingdom will follow him. And your kingdom will be totally devoid of all trace of auspiciousness. Give up your wicked plan.
After receiving the blessings of King Ashodatha, Sitaram and Lakshman headed for the forest. As the Brahmanas, as it was said, followed them, and many citizens also. But the next day they had to return because they lost track of the Lord. Of course, from that time on, the inhabitants of Ayodhya were like lifeless. Nobody could do their duties anymore. Even the animals, stopped chewing the grass. In this way, they demonstrated their great love for Lord Rama. But the Lord had a higher purpose to fulfill, both for his own pleasure and for the benefit of all. Shri Sitaram Lakshman ki Jai. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram.